Look at me with my millennial part today. I'm showing my age. I enjoy a middle part also, just to make that clear. Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Teal Garcia, and on this channel we do all things related to photography. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, please subscribe because I would love to have you here. So today's topic is proposals. So magical, so lovely. I love them so much. I want to talk about when you, as a photographer, are hired or asked about doing a surprise proposal. First things first, there are two different ways to go about this. There is the hide in the bushes way and the make a plan way, which I guess the hiding in the bushes still kind of requires a plan, but these are the two options that you have. The first one is literally hiding in the bushes. They're on a date night or at the park, I don't know, just whatever, and you are hiding in the bushes, ready to go, waiting for somebody to pull a ring out of their pocket. So there's that way. That way seems super stressful. I've actually never done it that way. It seems super stressful. I don't like it at all. I'm not a fan of that way. So sure, it's definitely a surprise, and it's even more of a surprise that they got pictures of it, and like there's paparazzi in the bushes. But I don't know, if I have it my way, that's not how I would want to do it. I would give another option. I would give the other option, the plan option, a go before I would agree to jump out of bushes, is all I'm saying. So with the plan idea, this is how I've done it. So there's a few different ways you can do this. You can, how it's happened to me, the most common way that it's happened to me is I have pictures scheduled, whether it's a couple or a family, but they're not married, and one of them wants to propose during the shoot. I'll get a message or an email and be like, hey, our session's next week. I was gonna propose during our session. Like, what should we do? So there's that. And again, I think that might be the most common way, is to get a message with a heads up. I also know people who have not gotten a heads up and somebody just pops the question during their photos, and that would stress me out, and photos are missed that way. If you are planning on proposing, let your photographer know. Like, let us know so we can get the right angles, because popping the question is all about the right angles, getting everybody's face, getting the one being proposed to, getting their face, like, oh my god, like you want all that. Like, you don't want to miss it because you weren't even told it was happening. And again, it's never happened to me, but I know people that it has happened to, and that's lame. So side note, let your photographer know if you plan on proposing. Okay, so back to they plan to propose at the photo shoot. So for this, you really just kind of have to plan like how you're going to do it. So sessions, especially if it's a couple session, like I get everybody all lovey-dovey, she will definitely feel a ring in a pocket. So by them telling me ahead of time, I can put the ring in my camera bag, I can give my assistant the ring, which I've done lots of times. I can get the ring to them when they need it. Be like, oh, hey honey, let me fix your hair, or come here, let me show you some of these pictures, while, you know, the ring is being passed on the side. You know, there's things for that. You know, you just kind of have to make a plan. You have to decide how you want to get the ring back to that person. But I do not recommend them having the ring on them the whole shoot, only because, like, you can feel it, like, especially if it's in a box. A ring is a very specific shape, so I don't know. I would find a way to not let them have the ring the whole time. I've had somebody go back to their bag that they had to get a kid a snack and then come back with the ring in their pocket. But it's just, you know, and then so then at that moment they got the ring, and you can make a plan beforehand. So like, all right, she's gonna give you the ring, my assistant's gonna give you the ring back, and then at that point I will like make you guys do something like, oh, face away from each other, you know, be cheesy about it, like back to back, like, you know, whatever. And then they're laughing and it's fun. And I'll be like, okay, no more of that. And then they, you know, somebody pops a knee and starts proposing. So, but like getting them to not be facing each other enough to like pull out a ring, you know, you just kind of have to play with it. But making a plan ahead of time is key. Knowing what's going on, helping them with the ring, like I said, just being prepared for what's going on. I've done that one lots of times, and it's all about communication. The next one, which is my favorite one, is surprise proposal. Like, it's like a double surprise. So this one happens when they don't have photos planned, when they email me and say, hey, I want to propose to my significant other, but I don't know how to do it. Like, I don't know, or so they're thinking I'm gonna pop out of a bush at this point, and I'm like, I think I have a better idea. So my favorite thing to do when somebody's asking about like doing a photo shoot to propose is a model call. So here's the secret: if you've ever answered a model call of mine for a couple session and I didn't pick you even though you felt perfect, it might have been because of this. It might have been because somebody was trying to propose. So what I do, I set up a model call, and we will make sure that the person that's getting proposed to answers the model call, whether that be getting a friend involved, whether that be the person proposing is like, hey, that's cool, we haven't had pictures together, whatever. Like, it's getting the person that's getting proposed to answer my model call. Like, I will go out of my way to put in so specific of details. Like, I need this person to have long brown hair, or, you know, not have work next Wednesday at 4 o'clock. Like, so specific that they read it and they're like, oh my god, it's made for me. Like, so that's the best one. And then from there on, so now their shoot, they feel like, oh, so obviously it's not a model call, I'm being paid for the shoot, but they can find that out later. But so they're just so excited to be at this shoot, right? They're like, oh my god, like, I get this shoot, this is so cool, how fun is this? And then, you know, the proposer, and then they think this is the best thing ever. They're not even thinking like, was this planned? Is this a setup? It's just not been a thing. So my favorite example of this was, I had a friend, and her husband now at the time wanted to propose. So we set up I needed her to, she'd actually modeled for me before. She'd worn some dresses for a boutique that I was running. She had done that before. So when I said like, hey, instead of you just like dancing around these dresses by yourself, like, why don't we get him in here and it could be like couples photos, right? Like, so cute. So we did this. Like, I made her change like 3 or 4 times even. It was so cute. They danced around and did all these great couples photos, and she had kind of like known that he was gonna propose. Like, she knew there was a ring. He was in town just visiting. He was military, so he's actually stationed someplace else while she was finishing school. So she kind of knew there was a ring. So I was like, okay, but the thing is, we have to like trick her. Like, she can't know. She thinks you're gonna propose already, so she can't know that you're gonna propose. So what we did, we were done with photos. Like, we are all done with photos. She's like huddled up with me. We're walking back to the car. Well, meanwhile, while we're huddled up, her boyfriend at the time is back there with my assistant getting the ring. And then, so we are getting in the cars. Like, this has come to the point where the sun is down. We are getting in the cars. And I go, oh my god, like, there's flowers across the street. Like, look at those flowers. Can we just take like one more picture in the flowers? Just like one more. So we walk across the street. I have them dance a little bit. I'm like, oh, dance around in the flowers. And then he pops the question. And she was, first of all, she was upset with me because she's like, you knew it. You were letting me think he wasn't going to do it. But it turned out really well. It's actually one of my favorites. I will put a clip of kind of how it went down here. That was definitely my favorite one, but I've done a few of them. But to me, my favorite is the model call ruse. So if you answer a model call for me, you never know. But I do think that it makes it more special. It makes it a story. It's not just he proposed at the park and there was a photographer in the bushes. It was, oh my God, there was this whole ruse and everybody knew about it but me. Like, it's kind of, I don't know, it makes a cool story. So if you are thinking about proposing, it's an idea to give your photographer. It's my favorite one, like I said. Let me go into some tips. So when you know you're shooting a proposal, just some tips, some things to keep in mind to kind of make things easier for you. So the first tip is to be ready. Like, you need to be ready because something's gonna go wrong. You know, like they said, the one where, you know, have them turn away from each other, or, you know, and then he can get the ring out, and then, you know, so just be ready though. From the moment that person has the ring, be ready, because you never know. Like, they might just be like, I got a ring, and like drop right then. You don't know. Like, things happen. Like, they get anxious, they get nervous, and they just want it to be over with. So just be ready from the moment. Like I said, if you're keeping the ring, or the ring is someplace else, the second the proposer has the ring, just be ready. Like, you cannot let your guard down. During your session, whether it's for whatever session it is, you know, whatever kind, whether it's a plan to model call or if it's just their family shoot or couple shoot, and you know, there's proposing, usually the person that's proposing is nervous. Just, even if they know they've been together 10 years, they got 3 kids, like, you know, for some reason it just makes everybody really nervous. I was the proposed to and not the proposer, so maybe I don't know, you know, I don't know that feeling, but keep it light, keep it goofy, you know, be extra bubbly, keep them like changing things, like just kind of keep things moving. Don't let them stand around and be nervous at any point. I mean, I'm not like a super bubbly person in real life, but during photo shoots I like have a different personality, I think, and I definitely like up that a little bit more when I know something's going on. Like, I want them to be so distracted, at least the person getting proposed to, I want them to be so distracted because I'm being goofy and I'm being silly and they're having so much fun that they don't even notice that their partner is super nervous and stressed out. So that's a good thing to keep in mind. Just kind of keep things light and distracted, I guess. Keep everybody distracted from what's going on. And then the last one is definitely something I already talked about. Like, keep the ring for them. Like, that's probably the most important thing, is keep the ring from them. Don't let them go to the session with the ring in their pocket. Like, give it to your assistant, keep it on yourself, keep it in your camera bag. Let them keep it in the car and be like, oh, I gotta go fix my hair, get some hairspray, or oh, I left the bug spray in the car, something like. But don't let them have the ring on them the whole time, only because I really feel like that, it's never happened, but I really feel like it could like ruin what's happening. It will ruin the surprise. It'll be like, oh my God, I felt that ring box the whole time. like, sure, they're still gonna be surprised, but then they're gonna be nervous the whole shoot too. That's what I have on that topic. If you have shot a proposal, I would love to hear the story. I think that is so cool how many different stories there are. If you were proposed to during a photo shoot, I'd love to hear that one too. So I do that model call is my absolute favorite way to set it up, but is there another way that I haven't thought of? Have you done it, like planned something else for, you know, for like a ruse? I want to hear about it. All right, that's all I have for today. If you have not subscribed, please do so. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye.